What's up everybody and welcome back to An Idiot's Road to Glory, episode number 91, where as you can see, as suggested by so many of you guys in the comment section, we have brought Aguero into our team. It did facilitate the return of Kevin De Bruyne, which is absolutely awesome. The only thing it did do was put my Neymar onto 8 chemistry, which is kind of frustrating. So we've gone from full chem Neymar, 8 chem Ibra, to full chem Aguero, 8 chem Neymar. And we had to fix the team around and stuff like that and put the players into their proper positions because we had to switch up to a different version of 4-3-3. So we had to make sure that Aguero was a striker, even though this system just still doesn't work properly. I press him down and it just won't go to Aguero. There we go. He's in a striker. Bale on the right, Neymar on the left, De Bruyne in the centre. And I put him on mixed, but I've since moved him to getting behind. Doesn't matter that much, but Ibra was on target man, so we needed to fix that up. And then as we fix the other teams, we will talk to you guys a little bit about this squad. I really like it. I prefer Aguero to Ibra. The only thing, this is really weird, and it shouldn't really be a thing. I have always been of the mentality that you need 10 chem on your players. Now, when you look at the stats, you shouldn't. And like, Neymar should be absolutely fine with 10 chem, with 8 chem, because, and I'll show you guys when we go to live, I've got, I believe, a dead eye on him, which gives him shooting and passing, because he's already got ridiculous pace, he's already got ridiculous dribbling. You can't really upgrade his physical that much anyway, so I put it on passing and shooting, but even his dribbling doesn't feel as good on 8 chemistry. I don't know if that's just completely in my head or what, but I'm not really sure. I don't really know. It seems really, really strange. Obviously, he doesn't quite get as much of a boost to his shooting and dribbling, but his dribbling's almost max. Oh no, his dribbling's already max. He doesn't get as much of a boost to his shooting and passing because he doesn't have as much chemistry. As we jump into our first game with this team against this absolutely ridiculous squad in division rivals. 3 team of the years, 2 icons, Cristiano Ronaldo, 91 Griezmann, that pain in the arse Real Madrid defence, and the headliner Lala, which is nuts. But we actually started quite well. In fact, we've played very, very well this week, to be honest with you guys. Now, this is after FUT Champs, and usually we did speak about it in the last episode, I believe, me talking about what should I do during the weekends, because I end up playing like 6 or 7 games of FIFA as we start off with a classic Neymar assist to a Gareth Bale header. I always play like, on the Friday I might play like, on the Friday I'm getting stuff sorted out and like the weekend videos and squabble showdowns for the weekend and stuff. I might play a little bit of FUT Champs, and then on the Saturday I'll usually play like 8 games or something like that. And then the last thing I want to do after playing 8 games is do more FIFA to make a video, which is really frustrating. And on the Sunday we sometimes have one, and we should have had one yesterday. And then we always have one on the Monday. Now, the reason we didn't have yesterday, I'm not going to lie to you guys, it wasn't because I was playing FUT Champs, because I actually did quite well in FUT Champs this week and got them all out the way. It's because I was playing Apex Legends, so apologies for that. Let me know if you'd like to see some Apex Legends videos on this channel. Like, I don't take this channel too seriously. I will just upload whatever, even if there's only a few of you guys that want to watch it, as long as I quite enjoy making it. As we go into half-time at 2-0 up. So if you'd like to see that, let me know, and I can maybe try and do some of that. I am pretty bad at it, especially because it's on PC, and I haven't been playing many PC shooting games for a very long since. I didn't even play that much Fortnite, to be honest with you. PUBG, I was good at PUBG, which means I'm a bit better at Apex Legends than I was when I first started Fortnite, but a lot of practice is needed. Anyway, FIFA though, we're getting used to the patch, we're doing pretty good. Aguero's quite good. We're playing against this guy with an absolutely ludicrous team, and to be honest with you, we probably should we have scored? No, we shouldn't have scored. Okay, I edited this the other day. This guy, we're absolutely all over him, to be honest with you, even with his ridiculous God squad. He does quite well here though. He's really patient with his pass. He doesn't rush the through ball or anything like that. Gives it off to Lala. I actually intercept it. How on earth? I'm pretty sure this is going to be a clip of me conceding. I'm trying to work out how on earth we've ended up conceding. Cleared it away to Gareth Bale. He gives it to his Cristiano Ronaldo. We're absolutely battering him as well. He's doing all sorts of ridiculous skills. I mean, I'm just as baffled as you guys. I could be doing like, oh, okay, he missed the sitter with Mbappe. I remember this clip now. I could be doing play-by-play commentary of it for you guys as if I'm Martin Tyler or something like that, but I'm equally as baffled as you guys are. Anyway, we sort of get it out of the box. Is Makaleli gives it back to Neymar to cross back in. We clear it again. Vieira heads it, and that goal, oh my God, Griezmann, what are you doing? You can't do that, Griezmann. I thought they nerfed 360 shots. Anyway, stupid Griezmann celebrations aside, we were still absolutely all over this guy. Keane intercepts the ball. Neymar does a nice little roulette, gives it off to Sergio Aguero on his debut. Bang, bottom corner. Thank you very much. Take that, Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Still not a big Ibra fan, as you guys might be able to tell. Aguero seems good though. And actually, we're going to do comment of the day, and comment of the day is going to come from Charlie James, who said that Aguero is going to get upgraded to 91, my inform Aguero. Now, I'm not 100% sure whether Aguero is going to get a winter upgrade. I mean, he did just score a hat-trick against Chelsea. He did just become City's all-time leading goal scorer in the league. He did just go joint with Alan Shearer on Premier League hat-tricks. I mean, he probably deserves one. He's already quite high rated though, is the only thing with that. But if he does get an upgrade, my red inform will obviously get upgraded as well, which is very, very nice. So fingers crossed he gets even better. Anyway, this objective was driving me mental. We obviously just did one of them then. This was on Thursday. I played 4 games, I believe, of Div Rivals, and I won all 4 of them, which was a massive treat. But they were all against ridiculous teams like this. And I was winning by, well, we won that one by 2 goals, the guy rage quit. But I then won 2 games by 1 goal against teams like this, and it was driving me nuts because I just wanted the bloody swap card, and I was winning the games, but I wasn't winning them by enough, and I was like winning 2-1 and conceding a ridiculous goal and stupid stuff like that. But this one, as I'm sure you guys can guess by the fact that I'm actually showing it to you, we did manage to do quite well, and we did manage to complete the objective. Got a bit lucky with Gareth Bale there. Recycled the ball back out to Kevin De Bruyne, and oh my god, is this before the patch? Weak foot, time for Ness into the top corner. Well played, Kevin. That is why you are back in the team. Firmino couldn't do that as much as I love him. He doesn't have a left foot like De Bruyne does because of the 5-star weak foot. It's absolutely crazy. I mean, Neymar was still doing right and he was still getting involved. He just didn't quite feel like the Neymar of old where he was an absolute god. But Aguero was doing well. I don't know if he gets an assist for this. I don't think he does. He probably should. Aguero wins a penalty against Prime Rio Ferdinand in the 40th minute. And who else are we going to have step up but the one and only Leighton Baines? At this point, he'd actually already missed a penalty. I say he'd missed a penalty. I missed a penalty with him. This time, though, tucks it away to the left very, very nicely. And like I did with Aguero, first goal for the club. You've got to run over to the camera and get that picture with the card next to him. There we go, Bainesy. He's actually really good, to be honest with you. I really like him. You might have seen, if you follow me on Twitter, I tweeted out a clip of him scoring an absolute weldy of a free kick in FUT Champs for me in extra time, which was crazy. So shout out to Baines. Van Aanholt definitely couldn't do that. Everyone's upgrading. I mean, I do feel like, and we're going to talk about this in a second, as you can probably see by the title of this video, I feel like we've hit a little bit of a bottleneck maybe with the team. There's a nice bit of dribbling with Neymar, cut it across, and an absolute screamer of a finish from his Ballack into his own goal. What's he doing? I feel like we've hit a little bit of a bottleneck with the team, joking about his Ballack's finishing aside, where, in fact, we'll talk about it in a second. Let's just get this gameplay out the way, and I'm going to show you guys what we did for the player of the month, Rashford, because for some reason this guy decided to actually kick off, and I think maybe he was seeing if he was going to score a kick-off goal, and then the game didn't let him even try to, so then he just went and rage quit at half-time, and he does enough. He's took his Pele, he's took his all the team of the years and all that crap that he had, and he's gone and rage quit against my little road to glory team. That's why you're clinical. I mean, not all of my shots are in the box, to be fair, but none of his were, and some of mine went in, so there we go. 3-0 to Andy. Thank you very much. 4 out of 4 wins in Div Rivals on the Thursday, going into FUT Champs, feeling good. As you can see by my 500 exactly tokens, we played 4 games, we won all 4 because you get 125 each time. Absolutely smashing it. And just getting used to the patch, I'm feeling quite good. And getting back up towards getting near Div 2. I think 2200 is Div 2. I've always hovered around 2100, and like at times I've deliberately lost games to not go into Division 2. However, now, I mean, when the patch first came out, I almost went down into Div 4, which is ironic because before the patch, I was deliberately losing to not go into Div 2 because it's harder to do these objectives. We're getting back there though. We're getting back up towards them, which is pretty decent. We've unlocked them FUT swaps, which is very nice. So this is the one that we got. You had to win 4 Rivals games by 2 goals or more. Not the worst of objectives, to be honest. A little bit annoying that you had to win by 2 goals, especially when, if you're in your right division, you're meant to really draw every game if you're as good as the other person because you're in the proper division, but never mind. We got Fenton. We sold our Skriniar, as you guys can see, for about 84,000 coins, which would put us up to, we got 626, and it would put us up to about 700,000 coins. However, we decided to go and do some investing for the player of the month. So the first thing that I invested in was Raheem Sterling, because we were basically guessing that it was going to be Rashford, is essentially what we were doing here. And you're thinking Rashford, you're thinking left-wing squads. I mean, he's actually a striker, isn't he? But my logic was that he was going to have a squad that involved a left wing just because it's Rashford. And with that, you would probably need English players, you probably need Premier League players. Why not get an English Premier League player that is high rated and a winger on the opposite side of the pitch? So I bought a crap load of Sterlings and I bought a crap loads of other stuff. Rather than show me buying it all, we even sold Skriniar. I'm going to show you what I bought. I got a Harry Kane. Well, I got 2. There's one in my club. I got him for 51,000 coins. We got Alexis Sanchez for about 27,000. I got 3 of him. Again, there's one in my club. And we got a crap load of Raheem Sterling's for roughly 12,000 coins. So we got pages and pages. Like there's 10 just on this page. There's like 4 on the other page. If we flick through, I mean, we could be counting along. We've got another 10, so there's like 20 odd of them. We had a lot of Raheem Sterling. As you can see, we only got 50k, and then we started investing in what was actually the best investment of the lot, Dele Alli, because the squads weren't even that high rated that you need to get Rashford. And we're going to talk about that actually. We're picking up Dele Alli's for 6,200. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 of them, I believe, on that page, plus another 10 there is 17. So we spent a lot of, we had 700k after selling our screening off, so we spent 650k on all of this stuff. Plus, like I said, there's a couple of them in my club as well. But if we jump to live, I will show you guys that we've now, from our 700k, got 884,000. So the investing actually paid off very, very well. So I'll show you guys what we sold all of that stuff for. So the Harry Kanes that we bought for 51,000. Well, this Skriniar went for 84. The Harry Kanes we got for 51. He didn't actually go up that much because the squads that you need to do the Rashford aren't actually that high rated, to be honest with you. Rather than doing like 2 squads that are 86, they did 4 squads that are like 84, which I actually quite liked. I think that's a much better way to do it personally, rather than like backing you into corner, being able to only use, like you would have only been able to use Harry Kane if you did an 86 English squad realistically. Like you'd have to have him, and he would have been extortionate, which is kind of what I was banking on to make some coins. But I do it like as a person who might kind of want to do this Rashford SBC and stuff like that, and just as a general my coin making aside, it's a much better way to do it. So anyway, we didn't make any coins on Harry Kane, unfortunately. However, Alexis Sanchez, we made quite a lot. We sold one of them for 36, and we sold 2 of them for 36 actually. And then I was keeping one because I think I want to do this SBC myself, and I noticed that he went up to 40k. So I sold him, and then 15 minutes later he was 45, and I was like, like, there was only half an hour difference between all of it, and I was like, what on earth is going on? He must have gone into like a foot bin solution or something like that. Anyway, that Asp that we packed, we sold for 27. And the Sterlings that we were buying for like 12k, I got some of them for 11 and a bit. I was sniping them for between 12 and 13, I think. And then we were picking some up. Most of them we were picking up between 12 and 13. And then we got a couple of them for like 11. And I think I got one for 8, which was pretty crazy. But anyway, we sold them on for all about 16k. So that was pretty decent. We were making 3 grand a pop on Sterling. And if I shuffle along to them Dele Alli's, we sold all of him for 9,400, which is pretty bloody good, to be honest. If you're like 6k we were picking him up for, and sell, that's like 50% profit on the Dele Alli's. If we'd have gone all in on Dele Alli, we'd have made an absolute fortune. Unfortunately, we went mostly in on Sterling, and I mean, we're making decent profit. 15,500, 15,750 and stuff like that we were selling him for after buying him for like 12k. So you're making like 25% profit on Sterling, whereas with the Dele Alli's making 50%, which is pretty nuts. But anyway, good coins. We're up to 884k, so we made like 184,000 coins off that, which was very, very nice. Cannot complain at all. Easy coins. We just bought them in the morning and sold them in the afternoon when the SBC came out. It's really, really good. So that was nice. Made a lot of coins, and actually kind of debating doing the SBC. I'm not going to lie. Let me know what you guys think. Maybe we'll have a poll for the first time. We're going to grab our squad battle rewards as well, because I played a little bit of squad battles last night to get this Kessel guy. I actually had to use my team and play an actual normal game of squad battles because I forgot to do it until like 11:30 or something like that, and you had to finish the game by midnight. So I had to actually play an actual game of squad battles actually on like world class or legendary. I think it was world class. So I had to use my actual team and win the game to get into silver 3, which is frustrating, but we did it anyway. Got us a couple of packs, got us the foot swaps, and actually, like I said, talking about doing this Rashford SBC, I am very, very tempted to do it. I'm going to throw a poll up on the screen. Should I do it? No, I'll throw a poll up at the end once I've talked to you guys about it. Let me turn my speakers down so you don't hear the animations twice, or echo of the animation in the microphone. I'm going to talk about whether I should do the Rashford SBC, basically. I'm going to show you guys some of the squads that I've got set up that I can do it for reasonably cheap. I mean, if I jump on Footbin now, I get absolutely nothing in these packs. Currently, if you've got literally nothing in your club that can help you to do this SBC, I'm going to Rufia, that's right, he's 84 rated, that's pretty decent. If you've got absolutely nothing in your club and you want to do this SBC, it's 480k, which is quite a lot. I mean, he should get a winter upgrade, which will make, obviously, the player of the month go up a little bit, just as it will with my Aguero. And he should actually get an upgrade to 5-star skills, which will be very, very interesting because he's got 5-star skills on head-to-head and has had for a while. So if he does get one, his skills will probably get upgraded. So I'm kind of tempted to get him, I'm not going to lie. I just don't know whether it's worth sinking that many coins into him. It's an interesting one. And I'm going to show you guys, and then we'll have a little vote on how I can do these squads. So this is the SBC. This one, the Player of the Month one, an 84 rated squad is base. You just need an 84 rated squad. That's essentially all it is. This one, I don't really have any players that I can use. You actually have to build a squad that's higher than 84 rated because it's got this brick slot of Rashford. So you actually need like 85 or 86 or something like that because he counts as nothing, which is very frustrating. So there's that. Don't really have too much that can help me with that one because I've used it all designing squads to do the others with. So if you take a look at this English one, I can do this one for, I've actually got footed squads set up of how much it'll cost me to do these. So I can tell you guys exactly what it's going to cost me to do this SBC. So to buy all of these guys is going to cost me about 72,000 coins, which is frustrating because if I'd have just done it the other day when I designed them, it probably would have cost me about 67. But anyway, they've gone up a little bit. I've got Pickford. Pickford's tradable actually, to be fair. We've got an untradeable Lingard, and we've got this Jadon Sancho that I literally never, ever, ever use. I mean, I've subbed him on 6 times. He's crap, to be perfectly honest with you guys. He's got his future stars on if I want to use it, and to be honest with you, I've actually got 2 of them. I've got the right mid version as well, so if I still wanted to sub on Jadon Sancho, I still could. I could just sub that one on instead. So it doesn't really matter too much trading him in, which is why I've done that. And I've just used a couple of my random red cards that, I mean, an 83 rated player isn't that expensive. It saves you like 3,000 coins or something like that, if that. Kramaric is 84, that saves you like 5k. You need to buy an 84 Inform Orban, which is probably where some of the prices actually gone up quite a little bit. I was going to say, sure, he's not going for 10k. Inform Bobby Reed is, again, not too expensive. And then you've got Inform Keane, just normal stones, and normal Rose has basically nothing. So there's that. I was initially trying to use my Trent Alexander-Arnold, but it just doesn't work quite as well. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. That's how much that one would cost me. It's about 70-ish thousand coins to do the first one, and obviously trading some of my untradables. This one is in need of a couple of position changes if we do attempt to do it. I'd just position change and learn that, and I think that'd get me it. So that'd give me an extra 4. Yeah, so all I need to do is change Lerma into a camp, or change Lerma into centre mid, and then Jorginho into a CDM, and that'd do it for me as well. So this squad is... Actually, it was when I designed it. It would have cost me 75k to build it, but it only costs 64 now, which is pretty decent. So buying Felipe Luis, Barzagli, Bonucci, Jorginho, and Mkhitaryan, and 64k. It does involve trading in this Josh King that we got this week, but I don't actually think he's that good, to be honest with you. Like, there's other players I'd rather sub on instead of him. Obviously, Ibra, Firmino, Pato, people like that. Yeah. I'm actually fine with that, and this Jimenez I'm never going to use, so he's just an 86 rated player to save me some coins. Again, I never sub on Lerma. If I want to sub someone on, I sub on Paulinho because the guy's a god, so he's never going to get in my team, so that's absolutely fine. Lucas, absolutely crap. Like, I don't understand that. Tom actually uses him in his god squad. He's got like R9 Ronaldo and stuff, and he pairs him up with playing him for Lucas. Ugh. He's so bad, so that's fine. I don't mind trading at it. And basically, this one would cost me 64k. So that's that one. And then this one, the Man United one, I've got a few of them. This one, I believe, is an Alexis Sanchez. I sold the 3rd one that I had in my club that I was keeping because he went up in price so much. This one would cost me, when I pop Sanchez back in, I need to pop him in on this as well because I already had him. He would cost me... This one's expensive. This one's like 130k worth of players, which is quite a lot. And in fact, it might even be cheaper now to just do it from scratch. Now the cheapest way to do it is 150k. So I save a little bit, but I'm only really saving Bonucci. Savage is worthless, isn't he? Savage, I'd have to buy again, and Lingard, I'd have to buy again. Yeah, the only thing that's really saving me coins is this Batshuayi, because we can get them with the foot swaps. So other than that, we've got to basically buy the whole team. So that one's quite expensive, and then this one, we've got to basically buy the whole team, and again, that's 130k. So what's that? Them two together is 200k, and them two together is 200k, so that's like 400k for this Rashford. It does look very, very good though, and that's actually less than what my current 8chem Neymar is worth. Now the reason I think that this might be a good idea is because to not wreck my squad, I need to refix all of my custom tactics and stuff like that. I'll show you guys in a different squad. We can actually just start how I would quite like to play in game, and it allows me to bring in a player that I would quite like to use as well. So it would involve bringing out Gareth Bale, which again is a bit of a sad one because he's really good, and you've just seen him tear up and score 2 headers against that ridiculous God squad. Does good for a cam. 26 goals. He's got, what's that? 40 goal contributions in 51 games from a wide cam. Is very, very nice. That's decent. He's very, very good. We've got Aguero. He's currently on 14 and 7, so 21 and 22 from striker, which is, again, he's just underneath 1. Ibra is also just underneath 1, but Aguero doesn't quite abuse the meta as much as Ibra, and I'm still getting used to him, so he feels better to use. I just need to get more goals than him, whereas you can just, Ibra's terrible, but you can just cross the ball and he'll just head it in the back of the net. But that kind of makes him good, but at the same time, like, the amount of my attacks that Ibra ruins by just falling over his own feet when you pass him the ball, whereas I use Aguero much more as a link-up player as well, and he maybe doesn't get an assist, but maybe he gets the ball, gives it to Neymar, and Neymar crosses it to Bale and stuff like that, whereas Ibra gets the ball and either scores or doesn't assist himself, or just falls over and doesn't pass the ball properly. So that's, I like Ibra as a sub, but I don't really like starting him in my team anyway. But that aside, we would also sell our Neymar. So he's like, I mean, I bought him for 690k. I think he's like 550 now. De Bruyne would stay. Aguero would actually play striker. Casemiro would go, and I believe actually I've still got, and I need to sell I've got Alexandro still in my club, which I discovered the other day, and I've got a Fabinho as well. So I need to sell that Alexandro. Anyway, Fabinho would come in. We'd have Keane, as we always do. We'd have De Bruyne, as we always do. And then I'd have this player of the month, Rashford, at left attacking mid. I mean, we could even put him at striker if we really wanted to, and put Aguero at camp, because I'm sure Aguero would do a job there. So I've played them with Rashford there. And on the other side, we'd have none other than my hero against #Harry in Squad of the Showdown, Dominic Calvert-Lewin. His card's actually quality, and he suits the meta so well, and also he plays for Everton, which I do quite like, and I would like to get him in my team. I mean, I'm tempted to just get Dom in the team anyway, to be perfectly honest with you. He's really, really good. He only costs like 100k. He's 86 rated, he's 6'2", high attacking work rate. He doesn't have 3-star skills, which is kind of annoying because I've been getting into using skills quite a bit. But he's got like, with a hawk on him, he's got like over 90 pace, really good finishing, 83 head accuracy, 99 jumping, 87, well, he'd have over 90 strength. He's very good. He's a very good card, and he's very, very meta. I mean, Rashford is as well, to be honest with you. He's 6'1". He doesn't have quite the jumping that Don does, and he doesn't quite have the strength, but he's faster. He's got better dribbling, better passing and stuff like that. So that's the dilemma, basically, is do we sell, I'm going to pop the poll up now, do we sell Neymar and do Footmas Rashford? And obviously it allows me to get Footmas Rashford. Am I going mental? Player of the month Rashford, Footmas De Bruyne, and Dominic Calvert-Lewin future stars. Do we do the player of the month Rashford? Sell our Neymar to fund it? What do you guys think? I mean, I'm leaning towards it, but I'm kind of leaning towards it more because I want Dominic Calvert-Lewin than I want Rashford. So then, in fact, okay, I've made a decision. We're going to do this, and the poll probably hasn't just gone up on your screen because that's not what the poll is going to be. The poll is going to be player of the month Rashford or headliners Rashford. So it's 400k for player of the month Rashford, and you get 235,000 coins worth of packs back, I believe, to open as well, to try and chop into the price. You get a 100k pack, a 45k I think that is, oh that might be the 100k pack, and a 55k pack, so you get a lot of packs basically. There's 235k worth of packs, plus player of the month Rashford for 400k. Or we just go and buy headliners Rashford, and I believe he costs about 550, let me just double check. Yeah, 550k. That's the vote. Play of the month or headliners. Let me know what you guys think on the poll. Let me know why you think that down in the comment section. Apologies that there wasn't a video yesterday. I mean, I usually say, oh, sorry, I was playing Foot Champs, or I was playing Apex Legends, so apologies for that. It's a good game, no, have a go of it. It's free, you can download it. This isn't sponsored or anything like that, but that's what I was doing. Sorry about that. Probably have another Road to Glory tomorrow, because once I've seen your guys' votes, I'll want to do this SBC. We have 10 days to do it still, to be honest with you, so we can stall and wait for the price to go down. But for now, gonna leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. See you guys next time.